Hey YouTube, today's episode we got our Traxxas Bigfoot 8. We're going to try to get in here and fix it, so don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell button. Guys, real quick before we jump into this, these are the tools you're going to need, that I think you're going to need anyway. Flat screwdriver, some type of cutter, stripper, something for the wire. This is 60/40 solder. I got this at the hobby shop. Absolutely not cheap from there, but when you need it, you need it. This is the fuel for my torch. You could use the same thing, electric, whatever, just as long as you got a soldering iron. This is my paste. I actually got that from Harbor Freight, rosin paste. So I put that inside the wires. Anything I'm soldering, I put that on. That makes the solder stick a whole lot better, work a whole lot faster, get down inside the wires. And then this is my little jig I bought at Harbor Freight. That way you can put wires and terminals together. Actually stick them together and solder them without having to have 10 hands. So that's going to make your job a whole lot easier. I got a good video for you here. BL2S, these wires. They're not made of much. They're cheesy. They break for a pastime. I broke them just four-wheeling. You can tell I've already broke the black one if you know what one looks like when they come out of the box. So I'm going to show you how to remove this terminal, and we're going to take and solder this back together here real quick and save this ESC so you don't have to buy another one. You see your terminals in here if I ever get this thing to focus. So see that little line under it? You can shove a little screwdriver, a little pick down in there. That'll help pop the lock on it, and then you just push out on that terminal, and that terminal will slide out the back. Take one of these little bitty picks and shove down in here like I was talking, underneath that plastic. If I can get it to focus here a little bit, I can show you. We just got to shove it out. Flat screwdriver, pair of pliers, something. Just be careful you don't poke your fingers. I'm going to push on this terminal right here, just the gold terminal with this flat screwdriver down against this table. I'm going to be very careful to try not to get myself stabbed here. There we go. So the piece popped out. There's your terminal. Just pull it right out of there. So I'm going to take soldering iron, heat this up, get all this junk off of here, and I'm going to solder wire on. You need to make sure you strip your wire good. You don't want to cut it. If you don't have strippers, you can use normal cutters. Just go around just real easily. Just kind of clamp on it in a circle. All you're doing, that insulation off there. Now I'm gonna put flux up inside this wire, and I'm gonna spin it real tight right before I solder it on. While it's heating up, of course, I'm gonna get some of my flux here. Try to knead some of that down inside of this wire. And the thought process between the flux is when the flux dissipates, gets hot and boils out, it draws the solder down inside of those wires. One thing you can do to help this thing heat up a little faster, that's gonna seem kind of crazy. Get you some solder on there. Now if that solder's boiling, it'll help pull that off. It's already starting to get in there and get hot. Make sure you got it as clean as you can. Right back in here. We're going to try to get these pushed together about as close as we can. You really want to force them together. But if you get too much solder on it or get it too far forward, should be up in here, it won't work. We'll get some more solder on here. You want to try to feed that to it, get it good and warm. You notice how I'm just feeding that solder to it like this. Where it's got that flux on there, you're drawing it out. Don't get your hand too close, you get burned, of course. Let it cool down a little bit. First thing you want to do a tug test on it. So hold the wire back here with your hand and pull on it. Make sure it's not just going to fall off, which it's not. So hopefully it'll fit back in the plastic plug. We'll let it cool down a little more before we try to put it in the plastic so we don't melt it. Now it's cooled down some. We're going to try to shove it back in here. Last time I ended up with pliers on the back side of it, shoving it. So you fold around here with the other one, stick it right back in that hole. It just slides in. Down inside there, if you look at it really close, see you're not seated, so we got to shove it on in. Looks like we are good, honestly. I'll try one more time. Looks like we got her back together. We'll put a battery on it and see if it turns on. But powered on. Check, make sure everything works. I think you're ready to go play, guys. Don't forget, like, subscribe, hit that bell button.